See what happens there. I think we're live. It's possible we're live.
I may hold off judgment till I actually see something happening. Oh, we're live. Oh my goodness.
Apologise for this.
Sorry that we're a bit late. Yeah, I'm just sorry we're late. We've been doing our best. We seem to also have subtitles. I have no idea why that is. But you know, sorry. There's a lot of new stuff to learn, and we've been doing our best. We don't ordinarily do lives on Facebook, as those of you who follow me know. We normally do lives on YouTube, and we've got that down to a fine, slick art.
People that watch us will know that's not true.
Oh, well, that's just building us up, really. But Facebook Lives, no, that's a wee bit of a different thing. But anyway, we're here. We're doing it. This is my very first live of any description for Elizabeth Crafts Designs. I'm honoured both to be Elizabeth Craft Design Ambassador and to have been asked to do a live for you guys today. To me it is a huge honour, and I really, really hope I don't let the side down. Time alone will tell on that one. I'm not known for being without mistakes, but you know, gives you something to laugh at, doesn't it? So, given that we are a little late to the party, I'd like to announce the winner of last week's $50 voucher, and that is Paula Twenter. So Paula, can you get in touch with Elizabeth Crafts and they will sort that all out for you. And if you want to be in a chance of winning $50 this week, then you have to like, comment and share. Go on, share it to your craft
Spread
group, share it to your auntie, anybody. Just share it, get us out there, please. So, yeah, but Paula Twenter, you are last week's winner. You lucky ducky. $50 to go on a spending spree. How lovely. Right, what are we doing today? Well, I don't know. Has anybody joined us yet?
Oh, yes.
Yeah? Great.
You have 28 thumbs up, hearts and laughy faces. Probably predominantly laughy faces, I would guess.
Yeah. Oh no, I've got sound somewhere where I shouldn't have sound. Oh my goodness, these are all rookie errors, aren't they? I've got sound somewhere where I shouldn't have sound. Oh my goodness, these are all...
Where's the buttons? Are they around the back?
Oh, they won't. Thank you. Right, okay. Who knows?
The clown show is started.
Yep, the clown show is here. We are in town. Right, I guess I ought to introduce why there's not just one of me. I mean, there's only one of me. A lot of people know me both on Facebook and YouTube as Miss Paint-A-Lot. My name, however, is Fiona, but I seldom get called that, even in this house. But I do have my able assistant. And here he is. And he is Mr. F, and he is universally known as Mr. F. He started off years ago when we were doing furniture as Mr. Fix-It, and it got shortened to Mr. F, and that's just his name. It's just who he is. And I like to have him around so he can read out comments to me so I don't miss anything important, because that would never do. And, well, get me hitched up to the internet largely.
Pull the strings.
Yeah, pull the strings. But I think it's time to start. I think enough of this silliness. So let's have a look and see what's on my desk today. So I have on my desk a sheet of 12 by 12 from the Key Lime Nights paper pack by Esther. It's a glorious paper pack. It's right up my street. There's a lot of black and white in it, and there's also a lot of this very citrus green. But I want today to work on the black and white. So sorry, Marie Claire. I know black and white is your thing, but I couldn't resist using this. So let's get cracking. We're going to make a box. So I've got my 12 by 12 score board out, and we're going to score from one side, and it doesn't matter which side, 2 inches and 4 inches. And then turn the whole thing around, and 2 inches on the opposite side. And at 4 inches as well. So on each side you've got a 2-inch score and a 4-inch score, and then turn it 90 degrees, and it matters not which 90 degrees you turn it, but on one of the edges where you've got no scores you want to score 2 inches. So it's really straightforward. On 2 sides you want a 2 and a 4, and on the other 2 sides you just want a 2. So it's not difficult. And even the measurements aren't difficult to remember, even for me. So let's pop that away. Now we need to do a bit of choppity chop. A bit difficult to see these lines, to be fair. So where the 2-inch lines cross, you need to cut that, and cut it. Cut the bump off. So along there, like that. Where's my 4-inch mark? There it is. Yeah, so like that. Sorry, just had to check myself there. And then where you've got the 2-inch and the 4-inch, cut along there, cutting the bump off that you've just marked in with your scoreboard, right up to that scored line. Not beyond it, not almost, exactly. And then I just obviously haven't gone up far enough with that one. So there we are. We've got this. Here's our score line. There's one here. There's one here. And there's one along there. So what I've done is I've cut the corner out completely, and then I've made a cut along the top of the 2-inch to the 4-inch mark. Okay. I must be honest, I thought these lines would be easier to see, but they ain't. Well, last night I sat and practiced saying good evening in Dutch for ages. But Mr. F was absolutely sick to death of me saying it. But guess what? I can't blink and remember it now. I'm sorry, guys. I can't remember it at all. So I'm just going to, here, I've cut that out, and I've gone on this side of the bump, and I just want to come along the other side of the bump and cut that piece out. And just get rid of that little fillet of card. And the one that I've already done, I should have done that with that as well. Just make sure that you cut the bump out. Just makes the whole thing go together a bit more easily. So I don't know whether it's just me that's been noticing these, or if you guys have noticed it too, but there seems to be a lot of vignette boxes around filled with ephemera, and I kind of like that idea. But I'm afraid that I'm not for paying out for a vignette box. It can't just be me. So I thought, well, how can I get over this problem of being mean? And then it came to me, let's make one. So I have made what I would class as a vignette box. And then in weeks to come, if Elizabeth Crafts has me back, and even if they don't, I will be making ephemera to fill our vignette box. So there, that might be a bit more obvious to you exactly what I'm doing. I hope so anyway. So just take your time, get it nice and I really did not think these lines were going to be this hard to see. There we are, and just cut that little bit out there. Just makes it easier. There we go. So I hope everybody's having a lovely Memorial Day if you're in the States. I don't know if Canada has a day today. Or May Bank holiday if you're in the UK. So there you are. You can see now what I've done. I've cut these little fillets out and I've got lots of lines to score that are scored in. I just need to go over those with my bone folder. Actually, I'm folding them this way and that's not the way I want them. So I'm going to fold them with the black and white on the outside. This one folds that way. And don't forget about your little tabs on the side. They need folding in as well. I must say this morning didn't look very promising weather-wise here. It was dull, it was raining, it was just kind of miserable really. Typical day. We live in the very, very north of England, just a stone's throw away from Scotland, which is where I was born. So that pleases me. And you kind of get used to the weather here being disappointing. It's just always disappointing. So there, now can you see what we've got? These fold in, that folds in, that folds in, and these come over. Look at that. How easy is that? How blinking easy is it? And it's a perfect vignette box. So I think the next thing to do is to glue it up. So, is anybody talking to me?
Yes.
Oh, goody. So I'm not just talking to myself.
Jen's there and Kerry.
Oh, thank you guys.
Belinda says she could watch you craft all day, so fun.
Thank you,
And
Belinda.
your instructions are very clear.
Wow, that's good to know.
And we've got Gode Vond or something.
Sorry, Goda, I'm pretty sure that you're Dutch and that we've just...
No, that's what good evening is.
Oh, yeah, Hoda Vonde, something like that. Sorry, guys, I just don't mean...
Vond, I think.
I don't mean to butcher your language. I seriously don't. But I suspect I've just done it. So, I've just filled my glue up and it's heavier than I'm used to. Where's the lid gone from that
Sandra
then?
said it's a lovely day in Dorset.
Yeah, you see, Dorset, that's on the south coast. So I'm holding these two in. Ah, there's the lid off my glue. There we go. I'm holding those two in along that line that we scored. And then I'm going to bring this up and fold it over just like that. Now, before the glue sets or anything, make sure that you've got that a nice tight corner. Like that. And this one the same. You want them really in nice and tightly. There we go. So it can be easily seen that this is a very, very easy box to make. And I love it, actually. I think it might be a bit addictive, dare I say.
Beth Cole says, what weight is the paper?
That's a good question. I'd say it's about 200. I don't think it said on the paper pack. Probably did somewhere. I really don't know. It's not ultra thick and it's not ultra thin. That's my best description of it. So there we are. I've got glue on both of these sections. Probably only need them on one. And I'm putting glue on these bits because I want them to slide and give us that nice crisp corner.
Mike says hello too.
Oh, Mike, hello. That's so nice of you guys from the Miss Paint A Lot group to come and support me. I so appreciate it. It's very I'll say excited, but nervous was actually what I was. Well, I still am a bit. So just make sure you push those corners in tightly, and that one's gone nice and tight. So there we are. Press that down. Now you have it. Okay. See you next time. No, that is not the end. As you can see, we've still got some inner bits that could do with fettling. But there's the box. That's the rudiments of the box. You can make your measurements different if you get fancy with yourself. But this one, it's 4 inches across and it is 8 inches. So it's 4 by 8. So it's quite a nice vignette box size, I would say. Now what I want to do now is decorate it up a little bit. I want to really get rid of that because because it doesn't fit with the rest of it, does it? So I've cut some pieces out. I'm going to put that in the bottom. Honestly, Esther's pad is full of delights. It really, really is. So that's going to go in the bottom and hide most of that. You might still see a little green bit around it. It's all right. Not the end of the world. Where is my pokey tool? There we go. Actually, my tweezers would have been better. There we are. There we are. So just in case you hadn't joined us earlier, Paula Twenter is last week's winner. And if you want to be in with a chance of winning next week, just like, comment and share, and you will be in the mix to win. Imagine if you got $50 to spend at Elizabeth Crafts. What would you buy?
What is the paper pad called again?
Key Lime Nights. It's just gorgeous. So I've already put double-sided on there, and I'm just going to drop that in there. Just press that down. So there we go. And it adds, you don't have to do it, but it does add a certain rigidity to it, I will say, which is always helpful.
Paula's on the chat.
Oh, great.
She's so happy.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. That's brilliant. So the other thing I've done is I've cut some pieces. Strictly speaking, the sides don't actually need this because they're already black and white. But but this one does. This one at the back here. So I wanted them all to look the same. That's basically what that is. So I've spared you the agony of watching me put double-sided everywhere, because I don't know how, but I've never really got the hang of it. So I thought I'd do that. And those tweezers are not helping much. Really, double-sided can be a bit of a chore. So what have you guys been crafting today? You guys in the UK or America who've had the day off. I just read for day off as being a free crafting day. Right, so this does have it. You see that lovely lime colour there? There's so much of that in this pad. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I want the font to be going down so it reads properly. So I'm just moving that a little bit away from the top. That's just too long. I don't know why that is.
Astrid loves this box with these papers.
Oh, Astrid, thank you. You guys have been really kind to me and don't think I don't appreciate it, because I absolutely do. It's kind of nerve-wracking representing such a auspicious company as ECD. And yeah, you know, today my nerves have been racked. So you can see we're making progress around the box. So yeah, tell me in the comments what you guys have been crafting today, especially if you've been using Elizabeth Craft stuff.
Astrid's been working with ATC cards.
Ooh.
Teresa's been cleaning the house.
Oh, that's not very crafty, is it?
It's a holiday, isn't it, in America today?
Yeah, Memorial Day. Actually, I was going to trim that a little bit. I just can't help feeling I've cut these a bit long. So once again, I want the text to be facing down the way. And if I get it on all of them, then it should look tidy. Ooh, could you feel the concentration? Let's just press that down. And then we've just got a bit at the back, which is exactly the same, just cut to size. Let's just check it is the right size. They're all just marginally long, these. I've no idea why. But we have the answer. We have scissors. I think a lot of you know, or anybody that knows Miss Paint a lot really, will know that I do junk journals. That's my thing. I don't really do planners. And although I love the idea of doing planners, I'm afraid they elude me. I just can't get it. I can't get the idea of making a page without pockets and tucks and all that sort of thing. So yeah, so I'm the odd one out when it comes to Elizabeth Crafts, in as much as I kind of do things that's got tucks and pockets and space for you to journal in. So there we are, we've got all of the inside pieces done, apart from this piece, this other end here, and we'll address that separately. But I also want to just purely... Oh, have we frozen? No?
No.
I've frozen on here.
No, we're good to go.
I don't know why that was. I want to add some decoration here, but I'm limiting myself for this whole project, all the ephemera that's going in it and everything, of being just black and white and red. So I can use black, white and red. Now, I have decided to put these on the sides. Aren't they just gorgeous? They're just gorgeous. And they are an Elizabeth Craft stamp. Who knew? They're this one. Oh, that's upside down. Upside down and back to front. Well done, girl. Let's get them out and put them in the right way. Would be a help. It's a stamp set called Hope. And it does have that lovely word written in there. I hope that's not glary for you. And it's these beautiful poppies, and they are and leaves and the word hope, and they are the most beautiful things to colour in. They really are. It's a lovely stamp set, and I was so delighted when I came across it on the Elizabeth Crafts shop site. because I really didn't know that they did such things. So what I've done is I've stamped it out onto some white, it's actually mixed media card, but white card of any sort would do. And I've also put some, can you see those there? Some white brads through the corners. I just want to keep hold of that vignette box type thing. So that's going to go there. So let's do that before we get into the complications. And you can see on the back here where I've gone wrong. But you know, at least I went wrong on my own dollar. So I think making the ephemera for this in coming weeks is it just thrills me to think I've got a project like that to do. So I want these obviously coming up. Just before I stick it down, let's just check that looks straight to me. Press that down. Just make sure that that double-sided is caught right in the corner, because sometimes where the brads are it pushes the card off. Yeah, so as I said right at the beginning, these can become extremely addictive. You know, you think, oh, well, I could do with a box for whatever, you know, this ephemera, that ephemera, whatever. And before you know it, you've got so many boxes that you don't know where to put them. But that's a good problem to have. Storage is always a good thing. And if you, if you just do it and don't decorate it at all, it does have some inherent strength. But if you do it like this and decorate it as well, you've got lots of strength in it. It's really strong enough. I mean, I know that a lot of you, Tony that was on here the other day, likes to make ephemera ahead of time. So she's got some ready to go when she wants it. And what better way to store it than here? You can easily flip through it and see what you've got. Come on, just go straight. That's great. And press that down. So this is the Elizabeth Craft stamp set Hope, and I don't know, somehow it just seems a little bit different from most of the other Elizabeth Craft design stuff, and I really, really like it. So that's that. So we want to put one on this end as well, but I thought I'd show you how I did it. Seems like a good idea. Let's just get a bit of paper out. Oh! It doesn't matter what paper you use, I'm just doing it to catch embossing powder. Oh, that's a heavy box.
Earthquake.
No, absolutely.
Shake the camera.
So I want my Hope stamps. And it doesn't really matter which you put where, they're all beautiful, so you can't really go wrong. So I might put that one there. Then I've got this big flower head that maybe I could fit in there. Ooh, maybe. Cling stamps are definitely clingy. So that's there. Is anybody saying anything? No? Have I driven everyone to sleep?
No, they're all chatting away.
Oh good, are they chatting amongst themselves?
Somebody said you forgot an inner piece, I think. I saw pink and lime.
Yeah.
But no,
I'm going to address that later. Have patience. Right, so there's my two stamps that are going to go there. I'm going to use VersaFine Claire. I'm also going to use Ranger Black embossing powder.
And Diane Prince says it's a good time to get those stamps. They're on sale now.
Oh There. Thanks, Diane. I didn't know that, you know. Right, so let's just pick these up, ink them up, hopefully that's okay, and then stamp them. Is ours on? There we go. So quickly before that dries, although it's not a particularly quick drying.
No, Mini Miss P's got a headache.
Mini Miss P?
Yeah, your stamp block.
Oh.
She's face planting again.
I'll show you in a sec. So this is the Superfine Ranger stuff. And that's come out. It's so perfect, that Ranger Superfine. So that's that. Let's put everything away, because those that know me know I regularly have accidents.
It shows it's a quality stamp as well.
It is a quality stamp. I mean, when you feel it, it's a lovely stamp. I'll just leave those on there for the time being, because I just want to emboss this. So I'm really sorry. This is going to be noisy. I've tried to keep this down to an absolute minimum, but I've got to do it. So talk amongst yourselves. You can talk to me, Miss Ref.
I can talk to you, yes. Femke
Oh yeah.
says, I need the fine black like that.
Yeah, it's such a difference, the fine to the ordinary stuff. It's amazing. It's kind of hard to see when it's gone because the line's so thin.
Kathy Thrush said she did a happy dance when she saw the EDCD sale email today.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
And Jackie Dean is having fun watching.
Oh, thanks for letting me know. Honestly, this is a big deal for me. So it's kind of you to say that. Thank you. So I just want to make sure that all this is gone. Because it is very, very hard to see. I think we're there. Way. Okay. So what I want to do now, well, I'm going to clean these actually. That's what I'm going to do. Clean these and pop them back where they came from.
Suzanne Sears is enjoying this immensely.
Oh my goodness, you guys are so kind. It means such a huge amount to me. It's just something different, and I know that some of you will be rolling your eyes and going, what is this fat woman talking about? But less of the fat. I've lost 5 stones. Come on. So that one there is CS228 called Hope, and it certainly has my recommendation. Mind you, I will say I'm very partial to a flower stamp, as my drawers will attest to. Yeah, thank you, that would be great. Thanks a bunch. So now I'm just going to whiz round the outside of that with black soot and a dauber. Don't want too much, but I just want a little bit on there. Let's give it some character. There we are. Now we need to put the brads in. I'm laughing because I never have any luck with brads. That I can never get the legs to separate. Look. So here, I bought these on Amazon. They are 500 off-white something jewellery making. I mean, when am I ever likely to need 500 white brads, I ask you? But you never know, do you? I'll tell you what, with making this black and white project and all the ephemera to go in it, I might get through more than I thought. And if I don't, they can go in the brad box and they'll always be there. So I'm just going to take my pokey tool, the one with the thicker thing, and just go through the corners. Just want to slide that down a bit so there's room for the legs to go. And this is not a totally necessary step. I'm just doing it because I like the idea of, you know, some of the vignette boxes that are around are made of wood, most of them actually that I've seen. And I don't know, this hardware seems to fit in the story somewhere. But you certainly don't have to do it.
Finky.
Yeah,
So
I think she's Femke.
Femke. So there's a brad separator tool apparently.
Is there?
Mm.
It's got my name on it. It absolutely has. So I'm just folding those away from the corner, otherwise, excuse me, they might stick out and I don't want that. And then I always just use my ruler. It's better on a hard surface and just squash them down as much as I can. Do realise that is not what rulers were meant for. What time do we... Oh my goodness me, time's getting away from us. I've got all the groovy bit to do yet. Oh no. How does time go so quickly when you're having fun? It's just not fair. I really thought at the very least I'd get the blinking box made. Now you can see why my lives always run over. Right. So I'm not going to double side this because it's just going to take me too long. I'm just going to glue it.
Since you started a few minutes late, you can go over a few minutes, no worries.
I wonder if that's okay. Do you think that's okay? What they're going to do, chop me off after an hour? Shout at me afterwards, possibly. I'm too fragile, I couldn't bear that. Right, so I'm just going to put glue on here. Which is perfectly fine. You don't have to put double-sided on. I just did it because I thought I'd be saving time, but...
Lois says, good afternoon. She almost missed it. She'll have to watch the rewatch.
Good afternoon, Lois. Nice to have your company. So this is going to go on this side. So this is the side, the end, that's already got the paper inside.
People saying, don't worry about the time, they'll keep on watching.
Thank you, guys. I do appreciate it, but I'm thinking that Els might not. And I might get sacked before I even begin. Right, so that's on there. It's glued down. It'll be fine. So we've got our beautiful flower border all the way around. And I love that, actually. It's really nice. Right, so it's time to move on to decorating this end, which the astute amongst you noticed still has nothing on it, either inside or out. So what I've done is I've taken a different piece of paper from the pack. You can see this gorgeous pattern. Mind you, I must say of all of them, this one here is my favourite. And on the back there, you see this, I mean, look at that colour with the black and white. It's just absolutely fabulous. So I've cut this to be just marginally less wide than here, and it is ultimately going to go like this. So it's going to support the back and the front of that, but we've got all of this to decorate now. Yippee-doo! So I've cut it and I've inked around it, just with the black soot. You can't really see it, but it is there. And what I want to do is, first off, oh, more brads. More blooming brads come in. I want to put this book plate on here, and I want it down in the right hand corner. You could equally do it down in the left hand corner, but mine's going down there. And I'm just lining it up with those lines on the grid. And I'm poking through the holes. Lovely, excuse me. And let's just make them slightly bigger. And then we can put our brads in, and I've got two dinky ones for this. Because really it doesn't have to support very much, just the book plate. So pop that through your book plate. See, this is my problem. Part of that is because I've got long nails, which doesn't help. Through there. Yeah, okay, everything's going all right. We're going all right, girl. Keep going. Open them up. So far, they're actually quite behaving themselves, these brads. And then same again. Through the book plate and through the card. This is so awkward. Through that, like that. Marvellous. Going well. Really press that down so it's nice and as flush as it can be. There we go. So that's that. It's not exactly straight either, but it's as straight as it's going to be. So I've taken a piece of paper, and I've got one of these old vintage typewriters, and I've written possibilities on it. And I'm just going to see if that wants to slide in there, which I'd be most grateful to it if it did. I don't want to make it slack because I don't want it falling out, lolling around all over the place, but I do think that's just a little bit on the long side. Let's just take a shave off there. See if, oh yeah, look at that. So that says possibilities, and I think the thing to do is glue that, so it's not going to have the chance to come out.
Belinda said, Mr. F.L.'s commented it's fine to go over in time. Yay!
Did she?
Yep.
Wow, Els, I'm grateful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She'll see you on the naughty step later.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just pushing that down in there. You can hear my cat crying. And I've got some glue residue there. But the glue I use is really good. It just balls up and comes off, which is just so useful. So there we are. I've got possibilities down there because I want this box to be full of possibilities. That's the idea. Right, so next I took this die here, which is 1586 Garden Notes Clematis. And just look at that. How pretty. How very pretty. And as luck would have it, I've got a clematis in my garden. I inherited it. We've only just moved here, well, probably 6 months ago now, actually. And in the garden was a very dead-looking clematis. But spring sprung and it burst into life. The buds are so close to opening, but I don't know what colour it is. But I saw this and I thought, oh yeah, that's just the job. So what I'm going to do is get my messy mat out. No project with me would be complete without it. And I'm going to use, yeah, I'll just put that there. Oh, you know, don't you, Paula? You were on the chat, weren't you?
Yes.
Paula? Yeah, excellent. Can you come in just a little bit, please?
Me personally or the camera?
Either, I'm all right.
Yep, I might just have to move it that way slightly first. How's that?
Yeah, that's great, thanks. So what I've done with this is I've cut those two out, which is these two. I have cut 3 of the leaves out, the larger leaves, and this,
That's it.
this which is the, it's got a word, you know, the fancy bit in the middle. I can't remember what it's called. And that's stamen, something like that maybe?
Sepal.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Some flowery word.
And now I want to colour them, but I want to use my inks. So I'm going to go in first off with Distress Oxide in Lost Shadow and just put some of that down. My messy mat looks dirty. I know it does. It's not as dirty as it looks. It's just ingrained in it. I need a new one, let's be fair. So I've put the ink down and I'm just squeezing that, and then I'm just going to dib dab, and that's, can you see that? That is perfect. Same with this, dib dab, and I did the same exact procedure for the leaves as well, except I thought I would save us having to dry those as well. So that's the Lost Shadow, which you'd think would be grey and actually comes out quite a beigey colour, but what can I do? That's the colour it is. Let's just, I don't usually just get rid of ink. I usually put it on a sort of clearance bit of paper. Excuse me. Scrap, remnant, that's the word I'm looking for pity's sake. Right, so let's dry these. Sorry about this, guys, but it's kind of got to happen. They don't have to be bone dry, but quite dry would be good. It's less likely that they'll all the colours will mingle together if you do this, dry them. Okay, so that's that. So now I'm going to move on to another colour, which is pumice stone, and that is a kind of greyer colour. I don't think I need that much ink, do I? I think I went overboard the last time. So just a little bit of water, not much, because I like the bubbles. So just do your dib dabs. Yeah, that's coming out green. Why would it not? There we are. Let's get rid of this. Dry these off quickly. Actually, as it dries, they're turning more grey, which is a huge relief to me. Just going to dab that big bit there. Let's play catch. There we go. So what I did was I cut the middle piece out of black. But before we get to that stage, I just want to whip around the outside of each bit with the black soot. Here. And it seems like a bit of a fad, but it really does make a difference. So just be patient, go around them. Don't forget your project is black and white, so you want to really accentuate the black where you can. Oh, itchy nose. Does that mean I'm going to have a fight with somebody? I don't know, I'm sure that's what my mum used to say. If your nose is itchy, you're going to have a fight with somebody. I don't know. So I hope you all give this a go, making a box, because they are fun. And really you can put a very different slant on them with different papers. I think that petal, is it called Petal Pink, the paper pad Elizabeth Craft does, with the beautiful pink in it. Oh, it would look lovely in that. And very different to this. This is a kind of almost grunge. It's not really. Grunge light. Let's call it grunge light. Don't know if you can hear my cat, but he's just about giving up in desperation now. So there we are, we've got those two, and they're kind of shades of grey, let's say. Let's say that. So what I'm going to do is get my stamping board out. And put them onto here, like that. Put my messy mat away. Let's have a bit of organisation here, shall we? I'm getting in a bit of a mess. A little bit of a mess. And I'm looking for, yeah, the bottom of this will do fine. I know Els uses a spoon. We all have her. I have actually somewhere in my very messy craft room got a proper one of these kits from Sizzix, you know, the ball tools. But, you know, this works just as well. So I'm just going round the fattest bit and then dragging them into the centre. I want some dimension on these flowers, but I don't want masses of dimension. It's going on the end of a box, so I don't want them to be sticking out and getting in the way and perhaps getting damaged. That's not what I want. Oh, look at that. I damaged it all by myself. That isn't what I wanted. Maybe there's some way of patching it up and making it good, who knows. This is what happens if you do things when your pieces aren't properly dry. They're very vulnerable. There we are. Let's just turn that over just with the centre of a paintbrush. I'm just going to squidge those down like that. And this one, I really don't know what I'm going to do with this. I can make it like that. It'll be fine. And this one, I'm really just going to press in the centre. Just make it like so, and that's great. So let's glue these together. So just a little dot in the centre, and then our three-legged friend can go there. Not ideal. Ideally I would have made a new one, but you know. So just give that a good press down, and then on here just a bit more glue there. Pop that in the centre. So you see these flowers, they take no time at all to make, even when you know, doing ink techniques. There we are. And you really could make those very different with different coloured inks, you know, brighter inks or whatever. So there we are, we've got a kind of wonky one, and this is the one that I did earlier. So I have got a little red stone to pop in the middle, but I think I'll finish faffing around first before I pop that in. So let's get rid of this stamping board. Now then, wrong end, right end, wrong thing. This is the piece that I want. So I'm going to pop that up there and see if we can fiddle this in here. That's looking all right. I might try and get that, the one that has a deficit, over that side, and then you probably won't notice. Yeah, who would notice that? And then my leaves, of which I have 3. And I'm just going to pop those. Put one down there, I think. See if I can fit 2 up here. I think that looks nice. Do you guys think that looks nice? Right, so let's stick the leaves on first, because they're the ones at the bottom. Just a little bit on that top bit as well. So just pop those in. Like that. And these ones. Oh, I am now officially over time. Slap my wrists. Comes to something when you can't get off. When you're so blinking determined that you can't get off. Have I not put any glue there? No, that's be why it's not sticking then. Press that down. This glue that I use, it's called Collall, C-O-L-L-A-L-L, and it's like a super glue. No, I don't mean a super glue that sticks your fingers to the toilet seat or whatever people do these days. It's just a tremendously good glue. Sticks most things to most things. Right, so which one of these do I want in? That one possibly. Let's make sure they're stuck down and that we haven't got any glue hanging around, which I don't want. So I want to leave the top layer of petals quite free, just to retain that dimension that we managed to get into there. So that's going to go there like that, I think, was where we said. Let's press that down. And the ends of the bottom petals down. There we go. And then same with this. Do you know, I've prepped a whole thing, a whole tag to go in the box. I really, honestly don't know what happened to the time. It ran away. So that's going there, but I really want to be able to read this. Possibilities here. And that's just crowding my centre a little bit there. So come out, thank you, that's great. Yeah, I like that. I do like the effect that the ink gives the petals, gives the whole flowers. It's more of a sort of aged look, isn't it? And that appeals to me. If, however, bright, breezy, whatever is your thing, then, you know, use beautiful inky colours. There are some beautiful ones. So I'm just pressing those down. And now the time has come to stick my little red doodah in. So little drop of glue. Then my sticky tool. Come on. Oh yeah, that's just perfect. It's landed the wrong way up. Don't do that to me. That's great. Give that a really good press there in the centre. I can't explain to you guys, if you've never done a live video before, kind of what it feels like. It's a bit of a roller coaster ride. Everything that you do that goes right feels great, but the little mistakes that you do feel like, why don't you want to stick? Why is it being awkward? Yeah, instances such as this make you feel like a right Charlie. I don't mind telling you. And the fact that you guys are there, that you're watching, that you're liking, even if you're just saying that. So that's in place there. So I just want to pick up some of these and just give that a little bit of dimension. There we go. Right, so that's our box end. Pretty, isn't it? You have to say that's pretty. I like that anyway. So what I'm going to do now is glue. You really should, I think, in an ideal world, give that 5 or 10 minutes just to set up a bit. But I'm just going to glue that in place. And we're about there.
Everybody says you're doing great.
People are really kind, aren't they? So pop that on there and then push that down, just leaving a border at the bottom as we've done with this one. Press that shut, firmly closed there along the bottom. I don't really want to squash the flowers at this stage, but I do want to make sure that that is stuck there. Oops, not sure that's entirely straight. There we go, it is now. So there's that end of the box, which I really hope you like. And the rest of the box, well, you watched me make it all from one sheet of 12 by 12, plus some remnants that I had, and that's what we've ended up with. So I hope you like it. I really hope you like it. I just want to show you this other one that I did using the same die, the clematis die, but this one is a more rustic looking one. And I've stamped here, same thing really. I did stick these down largely, and I think it was a mistake. I've kind of flattened them a bit too much, and I put a brad in the middle, and then I made a couple of pieces of ephemera, and this was the one I was going to make with you today, but in black and white, obviously. Whoops, sorry guys. And then this piece. Because the only thing is, they have to be 4 inches or less. So that's that one. But we'll see how we can do these in black and white in the weeks that come. So hopefully I'll be asked back. But if you don't see any new black and white projects from me, you know I have not been asked back. So that's that one. This is the one that we've just made today with Esther's beautiful papers. I mean, isn't it stunning in black and white? So there you go, guys. What can I say? Let's have a look at you. Here we are. So I hope that you've enjoyed that. I certainly enjoyed doing it, for the main part. And hopefully I'll see you again really soon on the Elizabeth Craft Designs Facebook page. Don't forget to like, comment and share if you want to be in with a chance of winning a $50 voucher. Can you imagine it? Paula, she's got her voucher and there's a Memorial Day sale on. She's quids in always up. But don't forget there is that 20% off for Memorial Day if you're in the States and you've been hankering after something ECD. And that's it, guys. I have not got anything more to tell you. I'm going to lie down in a darkened room. I may reappear at some stage, but I'm not promising. And there we are. I really hope you liked it. Thanks so much for joining me. Thanks for your kind words. Thank you, Denise. Thank you, Wendy. They're just the comments I can see. I've got a very limited screen. So I appreciate everybody who's joined. I appreciate everybody who's left a comment. And going forward, I appreciate everybody that watches this after the event. So thank you. Thanks to Els for inviting me. Thanks to Esther for the beautiful paper pad. And I'll hopefully see you soon. So take care, guys. Bye.
Bye. Stay safe, be happy, be kind.
Do I just stop streaming then?
No, there, look when it says end.
Oh.
You have to wiggle your mouse.
I haven't gone yet.
Yeah.
I'm going now.
Bye.
Bye.